voice of God. One of my sisters in Christ introduced me into hearing God's voice. And when I went through a couple of her workshops, that's when I started seeing these numbers. And that's when I guess I tuned in the right channel, whatever. But that's when I started um, hearing messages and having certain dreams. And like I said, I wanted to make sure that I was tuning into the right channel and the only channel, versus a lot of these other um, portals that are out there, and some of these people are deceived. They have the gift. Many have the gift, but they channel in the wrong um, channel. That's what I've learned too from John Paul Jackson. He even said he went to this one, some kind of fair that people go to, like psychics, witches, uh, people who are, Wicca and all that stuff. And I can't, maybe New Age spirituality or something like that. And he went because he wanted to lead people to Christ, pretty much. And he said that when he walked through all of those people with the, they have the gift. They actually saw him surrounded by this white light, like he was protected, he was surrounded, and they knew, they can sense it, they could see it, because a lot of them are seers, people that can see the spiritual realm. And you can, like I said, you can follow John Paul Jackson, and you can listen to him talk about that. But he will go to places like that because he has a gift from God, and he was like, there's counterfeit and there's truth. There's truth, and then there's half truths, and many people, they get deceived. And if they have that gift and they don't get messages like they used to, and people relying on them messages, then they will start channeling other channels, and eventually they're deceived. And so his purpose was to go to these fairs and stuff to lead people to Christ and to use their gift for Christ and not for the evil one. So anyway, I've been watching him and discerning, and I believe out of all these so-called prophets out here, he is the real deal. But he does not acknowledge himself as a prophet. He was like, I don't call myself a prophet. I have a gift from God, but it's not up to me to identify myself. He said, other people can call me whatever they want to call me, but I'm not going to call myself a prophet. So anyway, getting thirsty. So that's that. Let's see. So it's May the 11th. 11, right? May the 11th. Let's see. I don't have any graduations to go to this year. One year I had to go to 3 graduations. And so I don't have any graduations to go to, which is good. So this summer I'll probably be doing some powwows. I think I'm going to go down to North Carolina, check out powwows there. I'm going to check out a powwow in Pennsylvania. Maybe 1 or 2 in Maryland. Like I said before, I really want to go to New York, Southampton, to go to the Shinnecock's powwow. I don't think that's going to happen this year, unfortunately. But there are 2 powwows that I'm going to in September, so that'll make up for that. I really want to go to the Gathering of Nations. Maybe that'll happen next year. I have a friend who has a cousin that lives in Albuquerque, and we could totally crash there. So we don't have to get airfare or whatever like that. maybe, just maybe, like we could get a round trip ticket for like $400 on an airplane and fly out there and just stay at her cousin's house for a couple of days, so we can enjoy the gathering of nations. Um, let's see what else. Hmm. Let's see. I am planning on. Let's see. What else am I planning this summer? Oh yeah, I think I might go to a theme park or two. Um, let's see. But yeah, that's about it. I just don't want to go too many places too often and can't eat certain foods that ought to be eaten because a lot of these places have junk food. Um, those who follow me know that I've been on this health journey as well, and so I am real particular about what I eat, consume, what I drink, and so I want to not go to um, a lot of these theme parks and stuff too often over summer because then you get caught up, especially if you don't bring your food. And most of these places don't allow you to bring food into their theme parks. Let me see. I've been following this one YouTuber. Her name is, or her name is on YouTube, Natural85, like nap, and then troll, like natural, but natural 85. And she has a blog, Dear Natural. And so I watch her, and she has a little young family. You know, she has a little girl who is maybe 18 months old. You know, she has a husband. So she's, you know, her family is young. You know, she's in her 20s. Her husband's in his 20s. But they have great personalities. They make me laugh. But she also shares a lot of information about natural products, eating healthier. I got my recipe from her for kale chips, baked kale chips, off the chain. Like, I did not know I like kale at all. Did not think twice about getting kale. And when she baked it and she showed how she did it or whatever, and then I tried to bake it, it's simple, it's easy. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, literally, when I bit down in the first chip, I was like, this tastes like freaking movie theater popcorn. I'm like, this tastes so freaking good. And some of the pieces that I put in my mouth actually taste like potato chips. So I start, doing that. Again, her YouTube name is is Naptual85, but her YouTube channel that I always go to is Dear Naptual85, and it's just her blogging or vlogging about her daily life with her little girl and her husband, which is not always every day that she vlogs, but because she has other YouTube channels, and she's a natural, meaning she's a natural. She doesn't put any chemicals on her hair. Her hair is so long and thick. So I'm always like watching her to get some ideas and things of that nature. But I've learned a lot from her. Um, how to make certain dishes, and which brands that she like, that doesn't have a lot of genetically modified, or doesn't have genetically modified components, or gluten free, or not a lot of salt and stuff like that. Salt is the devil. White sugar is the devil. White flour is the devil. So, you know, I've been learning that stuff as well, and yeah. So as far as my health journey, I'm I'm really serious about that, and I shared some stuff in the last video about what I'm doing, what I'm using. I don't think I said anything really in detail because a lot of stuff you could just YouTube it or Google it. Some of the stuff I got was from YouTubers anyway, but I just wanted to share Dear Natural because she shares things that is so helpful, and plus she has a great personality, and her family is just funny, and I get a lot of great ideas from her. But yeah, kale chips. Who knew? Kale is delicious. Um, let's see. What else am I trying to talk about before I end this video? Because it's been quite a while, right? It's been like since February when I was telling the groundhog he better give me some good news, and obviously he didn't. So, but anyway, winter is over. I'm happy that it's now sunny and warm, and I can wear flip flops. I actually went to the nail shop yesterday and had the bomb diggity pedicure. Like, I finally found someone who can massage these feet and legs like there's no tomorrow. She did an awesome job, and I didn't have to wait. I went late too. I went like at 2, maybe 2:30 in the afternoon, because I was trying to clean the house, and I was watching the Shabbat Shalom service through the live streaming, because their services are on Saturday. So I was watching that while I was cleaning. So anyway, I went to the nail shop and I just sat down. I didn't ask for a specific person because I just can't find a specific person. This woman came out of nowhere, knew what she was doing, and I'm so happy I found her. Plus, she did my eyebrows, which I think look awesome. My eyebrows hadn't looked like this in a long time, because for a while, like, my eyebrows just wasn't growing in like they used to. They weren't as thick as they used to be, and she did an awesome job. Like, I told her exactly how I wanted my eyebrows, and she did amazing. So anyway, I was happy about that. So I got my feet done, and I could wear sandals without being embarrassed because they were rough. She had to bring out the scraper thing for my dead skin on the bottom of my feet. It looked like something you would, grate your cheese with. Yeah. And I noticed that I was the only one she had to use that on. Like, the other women that was getting the same pedicure, they didn't have to do that. But whatever. She knew what she was doing. And I got my money's worth. Let's see. I went to this festival last weekend. I'm not really going to say exactly which one. But it was an hour away from my house, and it was so much fun. But it's like a carnival type setting. So you had like carnival games, and then there was like a lot of vendors, like a carnival, like smoked sausage and cotton candy and candy apples and hamburgers and cheeseburgers, pizza, funnel cakes. You name it, they had it there. And girlfriend did good because I made sure that I ate before I got there. And I had like some nuts with me, like maybe a palm, not a whole handful, but a palm full of nuts. So 2 hours when we were there, I started getting a little hungry, and I drank some water, and I had some of my nuts. Girlfriend was fine. And then once I finally got back home, I swung by Chipotle's, and I used to eat Chipotle's on Saturdays. That's kind of like a treat for me, but it's a veggie bowl, so I don't have tortillas or anything like that. And I usually get the veggie bowl with brown rice, not white rice, because white rice is the devil. Brown rice, fajita, like the onions, red peppers, green peppers, grilled. I have that. I have the salsa, like the chopped up tomatoes and stuff like that. I have corn, and I have a little bit of cheese on top, which I believe is, I want to say it's mozzarella cheese, maybe not. I don't know what kind of cheese it is. And that's what I treat myself on Saturdays. Just a nice bowl of Mexican food. And Chipotle is known for having flavor but not a lot of fat. And I'm not sure if they're like nationwide or anything, or they're just in specific regions or metropolitan areas. But Chipotle is off the chain. And there's another place that they're going to open in my area, and it's called Native Foods. I think they're primarily from California. And they have just pretty much like, they have opportunities for vegans to eat there, right? Vegan is another extreme when it comes to diet. But vegans can eat there. And yeah, so that's supposed to be opening up soon. And native food, I think, is kind of like, Mexican, south of the border type food, but it's